Hi, and welcome to EAA AirVenture Oshkosh 2026. Well, it's a little smoky behind me here on opening day, but that's nothing compared to Thursday, half of Friday, and half of Sunday, when we had visibility here of 1 mile in the smoke from Canada, where the airport was closed to VFR arrivals. But as you can see, pilots rallied, the airport is full, the exhibitors have great aircraft to take a look at. So why don't you come with me as we take a tour around AirVenture and look at a few very interesting airplanes.
This video is sponsored by Piper Aircraft. Piper's mission is to be a world leader in general aviation, developing and manufacturing premium aircraft and providing services of exceptional value which consistently exceed customers' expectations.
This replica Douglas World Cruiser is absolutely huge. It's towering over everything else on the antique flight line. In 1923, the U.S. Army Air Service required an airplane that could fly around the world. Douglas built 4 Douglas World Cruisers that started their around the world journey, and 3 of them made it in 1924. The Douglas World Cruiser is one of a collection of aircraft on the antique flight line celebrating the pioneers of flight. At the vintage hangar is another surprisingly big aircraft. This is a replica 1934 Gee Bee QED. The QED was one of the last designs built by Gee Bee. These aircraft are notoriously unstable and require a really capable pilot to fly. This one in particular was used for high altitude air racing. So this replica QED, after it was built, first flew to EAA AirVenture in 2014 and hasn't been seen since, but it's in the air again and it's back at AirVenture for everybody to enjoy. We predict one of the most popular aircraft at AirVenture 2026 is going to be the Cub Crafters Carbon Cub ULT. This is their flagship aircraft powered by a Turbotech 141 horsepower engine that burns only 7 gallons per hour. It affords the Carbon Cub tremendous performance, climbs like crazy, really solid cruise. So we're standing in front of the engine because, well, as I said before, the smoke has delayed a lot of aircraft arriving. We're assured that the ULT is on its way and will be at AirVenture on Tuesday. AOPA's Dave Hirschman was able to fly the airplane about a month ago. Check it out on AOPA's YouTube channel. Here's another highly anticipated aircraft at AirVenture. It is the Flying Bull's Douglas DC-6. This aircraft is one of 40 maintained by the Flying Bulls in Austria, and it flew across the Atlantic a couple of weeks ago, along with another Flying Bulls aircraft, a P-38 Lightning. This aircraft will soon be towed over to Boeing Plaza for everyone to enjoy. While you're at AirVenture, please stop by the AOPA booth, where no matter where you are in your aviation journey, we've got your back. We have so many new things at the AOPA campus for you to see, starting with the newly unveiled AOPA sweepstakes Piper Archer. And as you can see, we have wrapped the airplane white, and we have an artist from Scheme Designers who does all the paint schemes for our sweepstakes airplanes, and they are doing an art display, just a free-form design that will evolve every single day from Monday through Friday. So you can come back every day and see what Noah here has thought up. The new this year is the Member Backyard. Now this is a place for members only to hang out, watch the air show every afternoon. On Wednesday night, watch the nighttime air show. But maybe most interesting is every morning from 8:30 to 9:30, members are invited for free coffee at the Member Backyard, served by your AOPA Board of Trustees and senior leadership. Every day, AOPA will be presenting a number of seminars in our AOPA program pavilion. Those include Ask the A&P's podcast, a number of AOPA ASI safety seminars, and make sure to stop by the AOPA Town Hall on Wednesday from 11 to 12:30, where we may give away the AOPA sweepstakes Aviat Husky. And right next to the AOPA pavilion, there's a really unusual sight. It's a Stinson sitting on a flatbed trailer. You may have heard the story of Darrin Smedsmo, who is flying his airplane over Minnesota and had an emergency. His engine shut off. He had to set down on Red Lake Nation land, and his aircraft was seized by the Red Lake Nation. He called AOPA while he was still sitting in his airplane, and we went to work helping him recover his airplane, which only happened a couple of months ago. AOPA worked tirelessly for 6 months with the Red Lake Nation, with the FAA, with the Department of the Interior, and we finally helped Darrin get his airplane back. And so it was important for us that we had Darrin's back, and we have your back as well. Well, the weather is getting sunnier, the crowd is rolling in. We can't wait to see you this year at AirVenture 2026.